Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Book Review. In this video, I am going to review about this book, Notes on Nationalism, written by George Orwell. So far, many of us would have believed nationalism has a good qualities that every human being should possess, every modern citizen should possess. But here, we are making a mistake. We are equating nationalism with patriotism. But in fact, these two are two different concepts. In fact, an opposite concept that was clearly distinguished by George Orwell in this essay. We are living in the age of nationalism. To some extent, I can say we are living in the age of ultra-nationalism also, because many aspects of human lives are touched by the notion of nationalism, starting from the product we purchase to service we consume, and many other actions and inaction of the peoples are viewed through the prism of nationalism. In some countries, peoples were forced to prove their nationalistic credential. So in this testing time, it is essential to know about the concept of nationalism. So in this book, Orwell had written 3 essays about the concept of nationalism. In these 3 essays, Orwell had explored the ill effects of nationalism. First, I would like to say, here the definition of nationalism given by George Orwell is different from the conventional sense, because in conventional sense, nationalism is related to the concept of nation or state. But here, George Orwell had included other identity of the people within the concept of nationalism. For example, religion, language, culture, ethnicity, political ideologies, these are the other identities people like to identify themselves within this larger group. So here George Orwell had included these group within the definition of nationalism. So for this identification process does not give much problem. But this identification when combines with a sense of superiority, that gives rise to the nationalistic feeling. If a person belongs to one religion believes his or her religion is a superior one, then this gives rise to the feeling of nationalism, religious nationalism. The same rule applicable to other identities, a linguistic nationalism or cultural nationalism, ethnic nationalism, political nationalism. So this was the definitions given by George Orwell about the concept of nationalism. The beauty of the book is Orwell does not take too much time to explain the concept of nationalism. He sets clear what is nationalism in the very first page itself. By set this base, Orwell had explained about the different concept of nationalism, different types of nationalism, the characters of nationalism. Then he had shown to us how this nationalistic feeling had blindfolded the people, how this nationalistic feeling had turned a honest person into a dishonest one, how this nationalistic feeling had given rise to ill effects, hatred, and many other savage feeling within the humanity. These are all the things explained by George Orwell in these 3 essays. While talking about the types of nationalisms, Orwell had explained about a negative nationalism. Here in this negative nationalism, people comes under one umbrella, not because of any loyalty towards any unit. Their similarity lies in the hatred against any particular community. One best example is anti-Semitism, showing hatred towards Jewish population. So this anti-Semitism is negative nationalism, hatred against a particular community by group of people. So in one such essay, Orwell had talked about anti-Semitism in Britain, how this anti-Semitism was prevalent in Britain, especially among the intellectuals. And Orwell also shown the internal contradiction that existing in the Britain to deny this charge of anti-Semitism among the people. And the last essay under the heading of sporting spirit, Orwell had shown something important which we fail to recognize normally. How the sports were used as a tool to whip up the nationalistic feeling among the people. Because sports people are standing as a representative of their country. If they lose means that would be considered as a loss of prestige for the country. So beyond the sporting spirits, people were seen games as a war minus shooting. So overall in this 3 essays, Orwell had distinguished between patriotism and nationalism. And then he had shown what is actually a nationalism, the concept of nationalism, and different types of nationalism, the characteristics of nationalist that was set clear by Orwell in these essays. So I hope this information will help you to give a brief idea about this book, Notes on Nationalism.